Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. Detroit, Tone Loc, what up? Charleston, South Carolina, Big Uchi. Ja, Tennessee. Daryl Hart, what's up, my brother? Quinn Arset, Steve Marshall, roll the corn. Swank Mob, Magic Maine, Pennsylvania, roll the corn. Now, I'm finna show y'all some artifacts, because artifacts can't be debunked. Artifacts are facts. The artifacts. Roll the corn. Respect my kicks. Teresa from Georgia. Love you, know what I mean? Love with you. Indian J. Now I'm finna show y'all some artifacts so powerful. It's gonna blow your mind. Eve Paradise. Real. Roll the corn. Kansas. Dunta. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, put the corn in the chat. Now, roll the corn, bow my head to my people. I love you, and I'm in love with you. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Now, today, I'm going to go through artifacts, right? And show you who our people are. Because you can't debunk artifacts. You can try to debunk books and paperwork and you can go through all this other stuff and say who we are, who we ain't. But artifacts gonna show you who you are. Quinn, Arset, beautiful name. Now, hit the like button, hit the share button. Let's go through these artifacts real quick this beautiful morning. And let me show y'all who you are. Now watch this. This is an artifact from Moundville, Alabama. P.O.W. Hugh, what up? Now, as you can see, this is some type of big shield that went on the chest of an ancient Indian. He was tall right there in Moundville, Alabama. 334 in the house. Tyson, what up? Now, look at this copper shield. This copper comes from the Great Lakes, all the way down in Alabama. Beaten by hand, symbolism by hand of melanated people's ancient culture in the South. Let's blow this up. Let's blow this up. Roll the corn. Let's blow this all the way up. Roll the corn. What's there right there? What's there right there? See that right there? Now, a lot of stuff can't be deciphered, but look at that right there. What's that? That's a snake, people. That's a snake. You see it right there? On the glyphs, right there, a snake. You see it? Right there. Nachal. Nahal, Nahas, the snake people. They built the mounds in Moundville, Alabama. It's the same thing as this. Hieroglyphs, mound, snake, ancestor, mound, snake. Let's go back. This how I look. Snake. Like some type of snake glyph. Right there. Let's go to Egypt. Snake. Nahal, Nachal, Nachazin. Snake. Now, right here. Now, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, this is a pottery. This is pottery from Moundville, Alabama, in the mounds. Look at the pottery. Now, what I want you to look at is the bottom of the pottery. You got 4 different notches at the bottom of the pottery in Moundville, Alabama. You see it? Let's blow it up. Let's blow it up right here. 4 big notches on each side of the pottery. This is called a tetropod. Don't you ever forget that. Tetropod. Melanated people made tetropod pottery. This is in Moundville, Alabama, dug out of the mound. Tetropod. Let's go look at the Mayans. Tetropod. A newer style built tetropod with bet, Paleo-Hebrew, right on the tetropod. Here's the ancient tetropod in Alabama with the 4 suckles at the bottom. Here are the descendants of the people who built the tetropod in the Southeast, who built newer model tetrapods with Paleo-Hebrew bet symbol right on the tetropod. Do you get it? Do you get it? Put the coin in the chat if you're with me. Put the coin in the chat if you are with me. You got it? You got it? Tetropod in Alabama, Moundville. This is so ancient. This is the first style of building a tetropod on the planet. Then you get the Mayan tetropod, hundreds or 1,000 years later, are the same style people who have mastered the art of building these tetrapods. With Paleo-Hebrew bet right on it. Let's keep going. I'm finna get deeper now. Stick with me. These are hidden artifacts. Whoa. What the helly? This was found in Ottawa, or Tula, Georgia mounds. Look at the headdress. Look at the clothing with the bull head for ideology of the spring. They told you this is evil, but this is all agriculture. Now look at the clothing of an ancient American Indian with the bull head. Now, this is fire. They don't even show you this. No Moloch. They demonize your people. Let's keep going. Whoa. Ottawa Mounds. Look at the beautiful melanated woman with the beautiful headdress made out of copper from the Great Lakes. But you didn't have no civilization. Beautiful. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Fire. Look at the wings on the back of the bird man. So when you see a Sumerian with wings on his back, you know where they come from. I'm going to show you another artifact that go right along with Sumerians. Watch this. Whoa. Roll the coin. The bird man with a feather headdress with wings with a staff. Found in Ottawa, Georgia, at the Mounds. Now, who does this look like? Some type of Sumerian style culture, but this is an Indian. Depicted with feathers on his back. For some type of star alignment in the sky. Because the feathers always represent heavenly people, which means a star alignment in the sky. Fire. These are the artifacts that I want to show you. There's some type of staff in his hand, people. I'm going to do some more research on this, but I want to show it to y'all first. Look at that. No, it don't mean fallen angel, because fallen angel is a biblical form of teaching. Ancient form of teaching is stars, not fallen angels. Ancient form of teaching comes from star alignments made to be a deity, but it's not an actual fallen angel. It just represents a star in the heavenly celestial body. It's astrology. Roll the coin. I'm finna get deep. Stick with me. This was found in Moundville, Alabama. See the all-seeing eye right there? With the all-seeing eye with the hand of the so-called Hamzu hand with the eye. Freddie 76 said astrology is not of God. This is a hunter-gatherer teaching. They try to tell you astrology is not of God. So why God move like the sun? Freddie 76. Why is the three wise men Orion's belt? Freddie 76. Why is that? Because religious people demonized our people and switched it to make our astrology teaching religious books and turn astrology into evil. But they're not talking about nothing that comes from a religion. They're talking about astrology, the center of the Milky Way. You get it? Freddie? Now there's the all-seeing eye, a yin. All-seeing eye, right on the artifacts. Let's keep going. Moundville, Alabama. A Mayan classical period, warrior, ceremony flask. Let's blow that up. Hold on. Whoa. A Mayan ceremonial flask. Look at the hairline, look at the hair. Look at the skin tone. Huma. Circle and dot. I'm finna show you what kind of god eye people had. I'm finna show you, Freddie. See, the ancestors always put somebody around that points me, that already be talking about something I'm already finna show, and it just hypens up what I'm finna teach anyway. So, thank you, Freddie. Keep talking. Come on. Keep talking, Freddie. A rare Mississippian pottery. God offering. Uh-oh, Freddie. See, Freddie, when you mess with the wrong people, the receipts come right back and tell the truth. Because once the truth is revealed, lies will get kicked out immediately, no matter who done it. Because the ancestors' power is so powerful right now, we don't even have 3 seconds to play with y'all. Rare Mississippian pottery, God offering. Let's blow it up. Let's see what it say. Pre-Columbian polychrome Mississippi pottery artifact, specifically a God offering jar, likely from a ceremonial context, hand-painted scene, possibly depicting a deity or ritual figure that has 2 small handfuls on his shoulders, likely for suspension. The vessel stands approximately inches, how many inches? 5 inches tall. You see that? Blow that up, Truth. Please blow it up. Whoa. The Mississippian God offering. Dark brown melanated woman with an offering of corn. Look at the headdress. Look at the feathers. Look at the skin tone. Fire. Fire. If I had the money, I would buy this because they got this for sale out of Mound. They got this for sale out of Mound for the high people. This is at an auction of artifacts. YT people buying our shit. Look at that melanated Mississippian. They know exactly what this is, and I'm going to show you they know what it is. Let's keep going. Let's look at the other side. Whoa! A lighter skin, a little browner, but it's still copper color, getting the offering of corn on the other side of the artifact. Mississippians. Now, Truth, they say we not Mayans. They say it's not the same bloodline, the same people. What the hell is that? 3 dots, 2 lines. Whose numerical system is that? Put it on the chat. Those are Mayan numbers on the Mississippian pottery of Huma, the brown people, the brown tribe. Now, Truth, here you go right here. You see the dots with the lines? The Mayan number system? Dots and lines representing numerical systems? Let's go back, because y'all got us fucked up. Roll the coin. Let's go back. There go the number system of the Mayan on the Mississippian artifact. We know dates, people. We created the dates. We created the calendar numeral system. This shouldn't be in Mississippi. This should be down there in Mexico. Let's go back to the other pit, on the other side. Roll the coin. The Mississippian God offering. Let's go look at the bottom of the artifact. Just for all the people who think this shit a joke, what I be teaching, let's go to the bottom. Let's see what the YT people put about this artifact. They wrote it on the bottom. Watch this. Corn. A God offering of the Mississippian pottery. Corn is offered. Corn is offered back to the God, back to the Great Spirit. Them hunter-gatherers know who you are. They writing it right on your damn artifacts. Corn God offering, Mississippians. Let's go see how she look again. Corn God offering to Mississippi. They don't look like no Native American to me. Who that look like? Who that Mississippian look like? They look like grandmama. They look like auntie. Why she offering that corn? Now, if the Mississippian is offering corn, that means the Mississippian got a corn god. Some type of ideology of corn gods. Who else got corn gods? Olmecs? Mayans? Toltec Indians? Am I lying? Stop me when I'm lying. These are the ancestors of them people. Because hunter-gatherers already know that corn was offered. The children of the corn was offered as an offering back to the planet. It wasn't no blood, wasn't no human sacrifice. It was agriculture offered back to the planet. This is Hebrew, people. This Paleo-Hebrew all day. Let's look at the other woman again, the other figure on the other side. Then you have a Mayan numeral on the other side with a copper-colored woman. Now, this is Paleo-Hebrew. Now, watch this. I want to show y'all something. Huma, Oklahoma, come from Huma. Oklahoma, Huma is brown in Hebrew. Brown feminine Hebrew. Adama, Kuma, brown soil earth people. Adama is Hebrew. For the first person on the face of the earth. Adama, Kuma is brown person of creation. Brown soil earth. That's where you get the word Oklahoma from. It's supposed to be Oklahoma, tribe of brown people. Do you get it? Adama is the first created man. Adama is the ancestor of Noah. You better go check your books. Adama Kuma, brown, earthborn, soil, earth people. Adama is automatically Paleo-Hebrew. Automatically. You can't debunk it. Adama, or Adam, is the firstborn man of the earth. He is brown from the soil, born from a mound. Do you get it? Why you think our people got all these brown shades? Let's keep going. Mississippian, Adama Kuma. Mississippian, Mayan numerals. Corn offering to the gods. Let's keep going. Look at the skin tone. Huma, brown. Let's blow that up a little more for people in the back. Roll the corn. Let's blow that up. I don't want nobody to think this is no Native American. This is us. Now, Truth, connect them to the mounds, Truth. Since you a bad motherfucker, connect these people to the mounds. That's exactly what I come to do. Let's keep going. Toltec, plumbate head effigy. Toltec come from Tola, the son of Issachar. That's why you name these people Toltecs, because their ancestor is Tola, the son of Issachar, one of the 12 tribes. That's where they come from. What's the name of the mounds in Arkansas? Put it in the chat. What's the name of the mounds in Arkansas? What's the name of them? Huh? Plume Bayou Mounds. They was first called the Toltec Mounds. Now they are called the Plume Bayou Mounds. First they were Toltec Mounds. Now they are Plume Bayou. Toltec plumbate. Where you think they get the word Plume Bayou from? They were first called Toltec, then they tried to switch the name to Plume. It's all still the same people. Let's blow this up. Look at the shoulder. Some type of white face paint is on the face of these people. Because I see this on a lot of artifacts. But these people are brown people. That's why the pottery is made from red clay. Because they taught you your creator, your physical body comes from the red clay. Now you put different colors and shades of brown on the earring stool. Look at that. So Toltec plumbate built the Toltec mounds in Arkansas. Toltecs come from Tola, the son of Issachar. The first Egyptian had Ish-Sokar. It's the same word. Same word, people. Look at that. Let's keep going. Toltec. Look at the hand. Look at the copper color skin. What is this right here? What kind of glyph that is, people? Right there. What kind of glyph is that? Have you seen that glyph somewhere else on another civilization? What kind of glyph is that? Who got glyphs that look like that? Let's blow it up. Who got glyphs that look like that? If you study your history. Who glyphs look like that? Mayans, people. Chief Michael, beautiful answer. That's a Mayan glyph on a Toltec mound builder from Arkansas. These are the artifacts they hide from you, deep in the Smithsonian. Living Leviathan said, not a glyph. What the fuck you think it is? What you think it is, Leviathan, whatever your name is? You don't even know what a glyph is because you a hunter-gatherer. You let another man teach you that something comes out his brain is a glyph. He's not the creator of that glyph, therefore, he cannot name and tell you what that glyph means. He is just guessing what it means. But when you go into real history, these are the Mayan writing system always are in a bubble with a glyph, people. He think it's an emoji, Chief Michael. See, these are the people we cannot listen to. They don't know no better. It's not their culture. People who don't know their culture always make up culture. This is a glyph. Look at my family hanging out on the glyph. Look at my son. Look at my mama right there. See, that's making up shit. Somebody need to slap the taste out of your mouth for playing with our fucking artifacts, you hunter-gatherer. Your mixed ass is not in our fucking glyphs. That's cultural assimilation. You're not just gonna put your mama and your son and your damn uncle on the goddamn glyph. Who the you think you is? Stop listening to these hunter-gatherers and start roasting their ass. Our ancestors didn't do all that shit for your white ass to get on there and act like you in the glyph. You not in the glyph. You're not a part of this culture. You want to be a part of it so bad, you force your ideology upon my people. That is not what that shit say. You think they give a fuck about your Scottish background, mama and daddy, whoever the fuck you come from? We got to get more serious about this. You playing with our history, nigga. Niggas in the hood don't play like that. What's wrong with you? Instead of trying to learn that bullshit, somebody need to be popping your ass upside the head. Look, quit playing, nigga. If you ain't gonna tell us the real meaning of that shit, take your white ass family out the glyph. Let's get back to the truth. All that playing and forcing your information upon a beautiful people. You ain't God, nigga. You ain't no prophet, nigga. You ain't no sage, nigga. Don't no sage make up nothing and put it in no ancient teaching. The sage teach the ancient teaching. He don't put himself in it. A sage predicts, a prophet predicts nature. He don't just stick his own. You hunter-gatherer. Roll the coin. I don't even play like that. You gonna stop playing with these glyphs. Roll the coin. Mayans. As you can see, this is a Mayan. That is a glyph. This got a meaning. You hunter-gatherer. You see that circle and that dot? This stuff got a meaning. You think it's a joke? Mayan warriors. Circle and dot are yin. That's a glyph. It got a meaning. Melanated people. You're not just finna stick your own personal thoughts on this beautiful artwork. Stop playing. Go teach that to some white folks. Don't bring that shit over here to truth. I ain't going for it. Because it's really disrespect. And somebody really supposed to be 2 pieces in a biscuit in your ass. Blah, 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 get your ass. Because they were really supposed to happen for playing. Like playtime over. Go play with your children. Go play with your cousin and your mom and them. Go tell your cousin this shit. Don't come over. No. I'm not going for that. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Let's go back to the Mississippian. Because for some reason, y'all think all this stuff is total shit. And Amaru and Z Amaru and somebody hunter-gatherer taught you that. Who this is then? Who this is then? This ain't no goddamn total shit. Total shit come after this. This on the Mississippi River. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody down there except we are their ancestors. Then you get total shit and Amaru and all that later on. Naga, and all that later on. These are the mound building cultures. Toltec and Mississippian are mound builders. Roll the corn with the corn offering. Corn offering Mississippian. Why the hell you think my great grandma said roll the corn? Where you think I got that from? I ain't make that up. That is not a slogan. It just sounds like a slogan. My great grandmama used to say roll the corn when she put the corn in the field in the spring. That's where I got that from. Where did she get it from? These are ancestors. It all go together. Then, like I showed y'all, on the other side, this y'all grandmama and them bloodline. That light brown skin. That light brown skin of the Mississippian. That dark brown skin of the Mississippian. These ain't no Africans. This is not an African. You know how I know he's not an African? They got a corn god. Corn ain't from Africa. We showing respect to corn and nature. This ain't no African teaching. This come from the land, nigga. Now, everybody want to be these people. This is the bloodline of the mound builders of the Mississippi River, the Olmec, the Mayans. Everybody want to be these people. But some of y'all skin tone and bloodline don't go along with this. Some of y'all got immigrant ass mamas and daddies, but you want to be a big part of this. You might have some of that drop of blood, but you're not the original people. I'm sorry to tell you that. You must teach it that way. These people are not coming from another continent with another bloodline. They don't have a coat of arms. They don't have a coat of arms like a European. We got a tribe. They have coats of arms. We have a tribe. Do you get it? Two different cultures. They culture one didn't have no corn offering to nature. They are not nature's people. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Our culture has an agriculture background. They don't. Do you get it? So he might look like you, but he's not you. Because his ancestors didn't teach him to treat the earth well, to treat the crops and the soil and the trees and the animals well. We till the soil. They don't till nothing. They don't break the surface. So your great grandmama and them and your grandmama and them out there in that field come from this. You get it? Roll the corn. Do you get it? Like I showed yesterday. Copaya. Copaya. Indigenous American cultures made ceremonial burial markers. Underground panther. Underground panther. Mississippian panthers. Underground panther teaching. Where did the Olmec get it from? That's where you get the were jaguar from. It's the same meaning. Yesterday, I showed y'all this lake in Crystal Springs. A man-made lake in Crystal Springs, Mississippi. The lake is called Calling Panther Lake. Calling Panther Lake. The lake is man-made from a natural spring that comes out of the earth. You dig a panther lake, let the natural water fill it, and your people live off that fresh water on that man-made lake. Hunter-gatherers say they built it in the early 2000s. They a damn lie, because my people used to go fishing at this lake before 2000. Y'all capping. Y'all might have dug it out a little more or messed with it some, but that lake was already there because I lived 20 miles away from here. Y'all stop playing. My people went fishing at this lake before 2000. Now, that's a man-made dugout panther lake right there. That's the underwater panther teaching. Roll the coin. Crystal Lake, Crystal Spring. Archaeologically, history connected to Choctaw and the Mississippian culture. Copaya County, Mississippi, is Copaya, calling the underwater panther. Do you get it? Why the hell you think it's called Copaya County? See, hunter-gatherers want you to think it's just a name. Ain't nothing happened there. Bet. Let me show you something. Copaya County, people. You think it's a joke? What Crystal Springs sit at? What Crystal Springs sit at? With the Calling Panther Lake right there? What county this is? What the county at? Hold on. Copaya. Copaya County. Man-made Panther Lake right there in Crystal Springs. Roll the coin. Truth now was born in Hinds County. Right up the street. We go right up the highway, hit Crystal Springs, right there. Copaya County is calling the panther, people. Okay. Now, when you see this right here, roll the coin. Now, when you see this, you know what this means. Now, when you see the Olmec with the jaguar, because the jaguar ain't nothing but a panther. A panther is a jaguar, people. The black panther is really the black jaguar. Same thing. That Black Panther teaching come from America. Ain't no goddamn Black Panthers in Africa, in the Middle East. They don't go with that. They go over here. Now, Olmec jaguar, strongly associated with water, rain, fertility, agriculture cycles. You get it? Ain't no jaguars in the Middle East. No jaguar, no panther, panther onca were not in ancient Middle East. Right? They are native to the Americas, ranging from southern United States, down to Argentina. Now they try to say they originated in Eurasia, but that's cap. Millions of years ago. Now, if a panther or a jaguar is from the southern United States down to South America, why is it over here? Why is it here? Watch this. Watch this. Why is it over here? Let's go look. Let's go look. Now, you can see the panther in Mississippian artifacts. Carolina Panthers, Florida Panthers, the hockey team, Mississippian steel-type panther, effigy pipe. Panthers are from south of North America down to South America, right? This is made out of steel-type of the Mississippian. I just showed you, ain't no damn panthers in the Middle East in ancient times. Now, why the fuck this over there? Now, why is this there? Watch this. Roll the coin. Why is this here? Hold on. What is this? What the hell is this? Look how much they selling it for. Look how much these hunter-gatherers selling it for. 30 bands. A black steel-type panther. Sumerian. Ain't no damn black panthers in Mesopotamia in BC times. Who you think these people is, them gods they calling gods? Ain't no panther out of space. Ain't no panther on Nibiru, nigga. Ain't no black panther flying down with no aliens. They want 30 bands for it. Where it come from? Ancient Near East, Mesopotamia, Samaria. Depicted as a panther, body carved with steatite. They don't supposed to be there. Now y'all know who y'all are. Now you know why they tell you these aliens and shit, so that you just act like they just some stupid ass aliens. Our people took that shit over there and taught them people this shit. These ain't no aliens. This is a culture from Timeri. I can't teach it no better. I can't teach it no better. If I could, I would. Now, hold on. Crazy, right? It's crazy. What kind King Tut was riding or what? What is King Tut riding? What kind of animal was King Tut riding? See, you must pay attention to this shit. King Tut was riding a panther. This shit's sad, bro. This is not an African or Middle Eastern culture, bro. That culture come from the Sumerian, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no damn way. Ain't no way. Talking about a leopard. They say panther over here, though. But now it's a leopard over here. Panther over here. Leopard. Oh, okay. Yeah, we get it. Cow. Now, roll the coin. They done sold it at auction 3 or 4 times. King Tut riding on top of a panther. They done sold a motherfucker 3, 4 times. Watch this. Hunter-gatherer been buying panther. Atop a panther, painted ceramic statue. Come on, bro. Come on, y'all. We gotta stop this. This is horrible. This is horrible the way they done lied to our people. This is horrible. This is all cultural assimilation. At the end of the day, they say the people of Ham built Egypt. The people of Shem built Egypt. The people of Shem built Egypt. Roll the coin. Brown-skinned people built Egypt. That's why they all over the walls. Them ain't no Africans. That bloodline don't even come from Africa. That's why they are agriculture people. The agriculture people come from over here. Ain't no way you can irrigate the Nile River with no knowledge of ancient agriculture. Ain't no way. You have to have some type of ideology and teaching and a way of life to make the Tigris and Euphrates black soil, to make the Nile black soil. Just like the Mississippi River had black soil. You had to know that before you got to that land. That's why they don't want to teach you. That's why they want to teach American history. They will teach history all over the world, but they don't want to teach it to us. Because we know, once we figure out we them people that they've been glorifying all these years, we will power back up. We are them people that have been glorifying all these years, people. And they know it. We made the hunter-gatherers rich with our agriculture prowess. We done it. We done it. So by learning this type of stuff, we will rise again. Because now you know who you are and what you done. Pyramid builders, civilization builders, language bearers, math, science, astrology, geography of the world. The Sidonian Phoenician said we traveled around that continent over there a lot of times. I am a child of Sidon, not a child of Africa, not a child of the Middle East. I'm a child of Sidon. Sidon is in the Mississippi Delta, people. Y'all can stop playing with me. Sidon is in the Mississippi Delta. Facts. The head of the river Sidon is right there by St. Louis. The head of the river Sidon is right there by St. Louis. That's why the mounds sit right there. It is the biggest city, ancient city in Timeri. Yes, they call that area of the Mississippi River the River Sidon. Now, the Paleo-Hebrew people, said they were Sidonians. It didn't have nothing to do with y'all trying to make them come from Africa. You can't do that. You can't do that. Head of the river Sidon. Right there. Head of the river Sidon. The land of first inheritance of ancient culture. The southeast of America. Right? The land of first inheritance. The head of the Sidon River, St. Louis. Let's go back. This is what I want y'all to understand right here. Land of first inheritance. Let's break that down because a lot of people don't understand what I'm trying to tell them. A lot of people don't understand it. You understand today? You gonna understand today. Now, these hunter-gatherers try to make the land of first inhabitants Native American culture. No, it is not. Nowhere near it. Let me show y'all something. What is the land of first inheritance? Let me show you what that means. 12 tribes of Israel. Reuben, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, Benjamin, settled in the land of Canaan in BC times. The land was divided amongst those tribes, primarily the territories of Joseph's son, Ephraim, Manasseh, making the place of Joseph himself, right? District land territory. The land was divided amongst tribes. The land was divided amongst tribes. Now, let's go back. The land was divided amongst tribes, right? The land of first inheritance. Now, what are they trying to tell you? You supposedly supposed to inherit that land automatically because your ancestors had that land before anybody else. Right? Right? The first inheritance is the first people there. The first tribes on the land. Don't no paperwork topped it. This is the promised lands. You get it? It was promised to you by your ancient ancestors that was in tribes. That's what promised lands mean. Your inherited land. Now, why would I go get a federal paperwork? Federal paperwork can't top this right here. You can burn that federal shit up and whatever you want to do with it. Hold on. The promised land of inheritance. See, these hunter-gatherers know this shit. Watch this. And idiots teach federal paperwork trump this, but they don't. The promised lands of Canaan are divided amongst 12 tribes, following the exodus from Egypt or Mizraim. Now, let's use common sense. Let's use common sense. Let me ask y'all some questions. If the promised people left Mizraim in America, where would Mizraim be, people? Where would Mizraim be in America? Put it in the chat. What y'all think? Stick with me now. Let's use common sense. If they left Mizraim and the promised land people went across the river, they had to leave the northwest. The northwest. The west side. The west of the Mississippi River. The promised land people left Egypt, right? They left the northwest and came to a mighty river and settled when they crossed the river. Where are all our people at today, people? Where all our people come from? The southwest. The southeast, I'm sorry. So if you leave the southwest and travel down to the southeast on some type of exodus and you go across the Mississippi River, then all your people settle right there in the southeast. Now you got Choctaws and Chickasaws and Creeks coming from these ancient tribes. Then they started to build out these mounds and all this stuff going on and monuments right there in the southeast. You get what I'm trying to tell y'all? Now, once after the exodus from the southwest, the conquest of land started. Then the 12 tribes started to do what? Receive specific geographical territories. Now you got the Choctaw in Mississippi, Chickasaw in Mississippi, Creeks over there in Georgia and Alabama. Coming from these bloodlines of these tribes. Still doing what the ancient ancestors were doing. Agriculture. You get it? This couldn't have happened in the Middle East because ain't no goddamn agriculture over there. This couldn't happen in no North Africa. Ain't no agriculture over there during these times. Nothing but a couple of people. All our people were doing this. Now, think about this stuff now. Now, let's go back and look at that land of inheritance map one more time. Now, if you come down out of the southwest, coming through Texas, Louisiana, you cross the Mississippi River. Some people stay in Texas and Louisiana, promised lands, go right across the Mississippi, more settled right there. More settled in Florida, more settled over here, more settled up in Arkansas, and all in the Middle West, all up through here. That is, the tribes receive specific geographical territories from their ancestors. The descendants divided into tribes receive cities rather than dedicated territory. Roll the coin. Now this is what they teach over there. Division of promised land of 12 tribes. See, y'all think this shit fake. They think it's fake. The promised land was already promised to you. But they try to give you this story across the water to throw you off. But no. No, no, no. No, no, no. the land of Israel was divided by 12 tribes. The tribe of Reuben, Gad, and Hal, different areas. Roll the corn. There are borders by which you shall divide the land as an inheritance among the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, them American Indian cultures come from one of them tribes. That's why you end up in different locations. Different land masses went with different tribes. You put a red stick in the ground and divide the land mass. I read the book about the Choctaw and Chickasaw with the red stick dividing the land of the Chickasaw and the Choctaw. Right there on the Mississippi, Alabama type area. Mississippi, Tennessee area. Now, when I go into these texts, they are talking about American plants, American animals. This stuff wasn't even in that area that they claim the biblical stuff come from. So now, that's why I don't believe in federal paperwork, because the ancient ancestry of our people already owned the land. It was inherited by you before governments ever was set up. The law of the land trumps government, people. The law of the land, you don't even have to talk to a government, right? Hold on. Hold on. Put the coin in the chat. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Now, Aboriginal title, right? In Canada, they have affirmed Aboriginal title is an inherited right. They can supersede colonial land grants. Supersede is override it, people. So while you passing out land patents, your indigenous bloodline of that land supersedes land grants. Right? It supersedes it. Right there. Roll the coin. Indigenous law override the government automatically. So why in the hell do I need permission from the government with some paperwork and I already override their ass? The only way to override them is to go in there hot. You got to go in there hot and override them. You don't ask them, can you be an Indian, nigga? Can I please be an Indian federal government? Here go my paperwork. You don't ask them that. You override them. This is who I am. Y'all better fix that shit or it's going down. Just that simple. Ain't no negotiating. Ain't no paperwork. Don't give me no goddamn land patents. Fuck your census rolls. All that shit. My inherited land automatically, before your government was set up, the law of the land. What they just tell you? Inherited right. That's the same thing as the promised lands, people. Your great-grandmama promised you some land and left it to you. That's your inherited right. Your granddaddy left you some land. He promised you some land and you inherited it. That's your inherited right. Can't nobody go over that. The U.S. corporation does not supersede the law of the land. Therefore, I don't go to y'all for no goddamn pat on the back. So while y'all hunter-gatherer teaching all that Moorish shit, get your paperwork, get your land patent. That ain't the law of the land. The law of the land is it's automatically mine. And we ain't talking about no 40 acres and no goddamn mule. I'm talking about hundreds and thousands of acres. Do you get it now? That's like me. That's like my mama told me not to go outside. And I asked the neighbor, can I go outside? And the neighbor said I can go outside. Then my mama beat my for going outside. The law of the land say mama control the house. But I go over there and beg the neighbor, the U.S. corporation, can I go outside? They say yeah. No, they don't trump what mama just said. What big mama just said. The neighbor don't trump big mama. This big mama land in the house. This big mama land. The government don't overtrump big mama land. Do you understand that? But they want you to think that paperwork can get you out of it. You do not negotiate with people who have no power over you. Therefore, the only way to get your inherited land back is to go in there and scrape tell their ass what you finna do. And if y'all don't like it, we just gotta do what we gotta do. I'm not asking y'all for nothing. If I ask y'all for it, y'all can say no. Do you get it? So enough of us gotta come together and pull up and be like, look, this is our inherited land. We don't care nothing about your treaties y'all broke up. We don't care nothing about your land patents. We don't care nothing about all that old fake census roll with all that old cultural assimilation and what it's called, paper genocide. We don't care nothing about that. This is our land. It's inherited from our ancient ancestors. They out there in the mounds right now. Where my proof at? In the mounds. The mound, the proof. The mound, the proof. What y'all gonna do about this shit? Oh, we finna tear this motherfucker up. 2-3 million us outside. Oh yeah, we finna tear this motherfucker up. We ain't even play. Either way it go, ain't now one of us finna get the land. I'll take it like that. We finna tear this motherfucker up. Because we are inherited the land. Your ancestor was here before states was even. See, this is why people are confused. Your ancestor was on the land before the state was even made a state, people. They was there before Alabama became a state. They was there before Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas, Georgia, Florida, Carolina. Your people were there before it was a state. Therefore, state laws nowhere near got no authority. Your ancestors was on the land before the federal government ever set up. So federal laws have no authority over us. My great-grandmama and them was farming in Mississippi. Then the first census roll come out. They own it. That's how you prove it. That's the only thing that census roll can do. Show your people on the land when they did the first census in that state. You know what that show? Your people was there when the government was set up. That's the only thing that genealogy can do for you. That's all you need to see. That's all you need to see right there. You can go right to them folk with that. Why my great-grandmama and them on the first census roll? Why my great-great-great-granddad and them on the first census roll? I thought they came in with some Africans. why they sitting here when this garbage ass state became a state? They was already here, hunter gatherer. Smacked it. Why y'all need a census roll anyway? Why do y'all need a census roll anyway? If it's just YT people and slaves, why the hell need a census roll? I thought nobody here. Y'all are putting melanated Indians on these census rolls as black and colored. Paper genocide. Soon as the census hit. Ain't that many Africans came on no boat, people. I see African logs with 12 damn Africans on a whole boat. 12 Africans? 12 Africans populated in North America? Get the fuck out of here, man. 12 Africans. This all y'all got on these damn boats? 10 Africans? 13, 10 over here, 17 right here, 7 right here, 2 right here. What the fuck? I see 100 Africans in 100 years. These are not our ancestors, bro. Stop. Y'all gonna make me pull them couple of boats out they got, and I'm gonna show you 32 Africans. You're gonna be like, damn, Truth. 32 African populated millions of people in America, they must have been doing a whole lot of bump and grinding. They must have bump and grind. They must non-stop bump and grind. For millions of Americans and 32 Africans. They must be popping them out like gremlins. Shit don't make no sense, bro. Stop lying. It's not physically possible for that amount of Africans to have this amount of babies. I'm just talking shit. It's funny. But it's the truth. Stop playing, bro. This land is automatically inherited by our ancestors to us. So therefore, I'm not going to no federal paperwork for nothing. Now, if you want you a little check every month to be a Choctaw, I ain't mad at you. But at the same time, you losing. Right? Roll the coin. Now, Native American tribes, they don't have state laws, but authority of the federal government. See, that's the move. See, Native Americans can get over on the state, but them feds can come in there and wipe them down whenever they feel like it. See, you must stop looking at the state so much. Start looking at the federal government. That's who controls shit. State is only a small entity. The feds control it. Now, Native Americans just took that because that's all they can get, right? We're going to take the federal payout in the federal land. We're going to get out the way, right? Because they already know they ain't the original Americans, so they're going to take what they can get. Now, us, federal or state, cannot fuck with us if we come together. Because we was here before all of them. We are the ones lost the land, lost power, lost everything. We don't answer to them. Only reason we answer to them because we don't know who we are. They want you to think you are damn some from Africa or Muslim or Moor. They want you to think this shit. explain something to you how stupid some of our people are. Now, if you claim to be a Moor, automatically you're an immigrant, bro. To hunter-gatherers in the courtroom, automatically you are an immigrant. I'm an indigenous Moor. They looking at you like, boy, no damn Moors over here. Did we beat y'all ass in Spain? Boy, you don't get your ass out the courtroom with that stupid ass shit. Then we kick y'all ass in Spain. Huh? Then we kick y'all ass a long time ago. What you over here in America doing this shit for? This all the white people looking at y'all. Then history said we kicked y'all ass in Spain and took y'all shit. Oh, okay. Why are you over here doing it? What's wrong with you? You slow? You lost your rights, Moorish rights in Spain, nigga. What the fuck you over here doing? Then you lose your rights a long time ago. Get out of my courtroom. Roll the coin. Now, hold on. Now, look. The Moors are fighting for taxes, traffic laws, and property ownership, right? They fighting for taxes, traffic laws, and property that is already built in America, right? Automatically, to a nigga who knows what's going on, that is a hustle tactic, right? We don't want no taxes. I don't want no speeding tickets. And I want to be able to keep these people's mansion. And we good, government. That is a hustle. Y'all ain't asking for all the land back. Y'all ain't asking for y'all artifacts back. Y'all ain't asking for your mounds back. You just want ownership, regulations of property, traffic tickets, and taxes. That's what y'all Moors want. You don't want to pay a speeding ticket. You don't want to pay taxes on what you make in America. And you just want to claim a motherfucking house. That sounds like an African hustle to me. Am I lying? That's all y'all want? You don't want to pay your seatbelt ticket, nigga? That's all y'all want. Y'all want to walk and go live in somebody's house, just lay in their bed, and just say, this is our shit. No, y'all sound kind of petty to me. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. Now, what makes this funny is they started out claiming to be immigrants. And then when you get people like Noble Drew Ali who say, now we from North America. At first y'all were claiming immigrant status. Then it went into, now we Americans. Then it went into, we ain't Moors no more, now we Indians. As you see these motherfuckers transform from year to year to fit the narrative of an Indian now. You started off an immigrant from Morocco. Then Noble Drew Ali claimed, we Morocco descent, but we Americans. We indigenous. Then they go from that into now, we Yamasee Indians. See, you can see these niggas transforming to go along with the federal paperwork because they understood that if I can claim North American, I can get some type of real rights through the feds, right? So you switch your narrative to fit the mold of what the federal government is looking for. So if I'm doing all this research as a Moor, and the only people I see getting some type of handout or some type of recognition from the federal government is Native Americans. Them the only people getting a handout from the feds. That's what they doing. They trying to figure out the loophole to be Moorish. So only people I see getting a handout from the feds is Native Americans. So now I must operate as a Native American. Do you get it? Because if I operate my new teachings as a Native American, I can actually show these people that's following me as a Moor that I can get something done. You get it? That's why they turn from, now they are Moorish Indians. But it don't go together. You get it? Do you get it? The government then switched the Moorish tribe. Empress Key, they switched it on their own. They weren't claiming to be no Indians at first. Do you get what I'm trying to tell you? They was claiming Moorish Morocco teachings. See, Emperor, you talking about a whole nother thing. I'm talking about Moorish claiming people. I ain't talking about American Indians right now. I'm talking about Moorish people. They claim to be from Morocco immigrants. So therefore, American laws didn't touch them. Until American laws started to touch them. Then they tried to be, they looked through the books and found out that Native Americans are the only people getting something from the federal government. So they switched to a Native American / Moorish teaching. Now, over time, they are becoming, they leave from Moorish, now they some type of Indian. Okay. Empress Lena, that ain't true. That ain't true. I ain't gonna pull no receipts on you. I'm gonna let you make it. I'm gonna let you make it. You know why? You believe what you want to believe. You believe what you want to believe. Dr. York instantly started claiming Yamasee. You don't remember that? You don't remember Dr. York claiming Yamasee? At first, he was just on some other type of teacher. Then he pop out Yamasee. Don't nobody remember that with me? Don't nobody remember that? Don't nobody remember Chief Sekou? Chief Sekou was with Dr. York and them at one point in time. I remember seeing them. I had Yamasee. Don't nobody remember that with me? Do anybody remember that? I ain't trying to diss nobody. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Now, it started with some type of Moorish Egyptian teaching. Then it started going to the Indian side. Pseudo Moors ain't real Moors. I don't really care. I don't care. I don't care nothing if they pseudo or real Moors. I don't care. That's not my culture. But what I'm saying is a lot of switching go on with them people. I should if I'm a teacher. I know who a Moor is, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with my ancestry. Why do you always gotta force Moorish teachings on melanated people? That shit is not all our culture. I'm not gonna sit here and teach that Because it's not I teach it when it got something to do with my culture. We got to stop teaching stuff that ain't our culture, bro. Moorish is not my culture. It's not. I'm not Islamic, bro. I'm not Moorish. I'm not Moroccan. I'm not Berber. I'm not Amazigh. Now, if you want to know some real history, I'll tell you something. The Sidonian or the Phoenician travels over there to the Mediterranean Sea from here. And they came across the Amazigh people. Berbers. Amazigh is Berbers. North Africans. The Paleo-Hebrew bloodline of the Sidonian or the Phoenician, so-called, by the Greek, taught the Amazigh people. They intermarried, mixed with them, right there in the Mediterranean Sea. Those are the first Moors. Yeah, you think I'm Kevin Gates or somebody. No, I ain't Gates. Good comment. Amazigh learned from Sidonians, Phoenicians. The bloodlines mix right there. Right? Them the first Moorish people. And you know that, did you? Where you think the Moors got information from? Knowledge of agriculture, knowledge of structure building from? Us, over here, nigga. So why they didn't call the Sidonian a Moor? Why they didn't call him a Berber? Why was the Sidonian not called none of them names? Because he wasn't no fucking Moor. You get it? He mixed with them. Now, years go by after we mixed with these North African, Berber, Amazigh, turned into Moors. They come back and run us out of their land. They run the Phoenician out, run the first Egyptian out. They got knowledge from mixing with us. So they run the land over there for 800 years. From our information they got in our bloodline mixing with theirs. They do Slavic people real bad over there. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. The Slavs, the Slavic Caucasian, he don't know nothing. Moors over there standing on their back. I'm talking about Moors over there getting out on them for 800 years. From knowledge that was brought to them in peace and love. And they took that peace and love knowledge, because they barbarous side, used their knowledge to control the area. You get it? Why do you think these white people so mad today? Moors. Moors, y'all really fucked the world up. You don't even know. Moors, y'all fucked the world up. Y'all got them cracker mad. All the way to 2026. And boy, they on our ass, boy, right now. Boy, they remember. They know their history. They know their history. See, that's what you boys don't want to teach. They know their history. And boy, they out to punish every nigga with some melanin in his skin. You boy, listen. Where you go, Moore? Get back in the comments, Moore. Why y'all don't teach that? Why y'all don't teach the knowledge y'all learned from our people? Help y'all enslave the Slavic people. Why y'all don't teach that? That nigga disappeared. Please teach your people that so we can understand why the world is the way it is today. Please. Now, the melanated Moors got culturally assimilated by Arabs. Damn, Truth, we get it now. The melanated Moors got assimilated by Arab bloodline. They get the bloodline from us. They run it for years. Then the Arab assimilate them. Now it's just a bunch of Moorish Arabs. And they ain't playing neither. So sometime in between that area, Islam pop out. Islam pop out somewhere in that area of time, of history. And then the basis of Islam come from a Phoenician teaching. Right? Moon alignments. The ancient culture had the moon alignments in the Middle East. Then the moon and the crescent moon becomes the symbol for Islam. But anyway, you see how the world works? It starts with something great and it ends with something totally different. And people don't know what it ends with. They don't understand where the cultures come from. Right? So if you can't break down these cultures, they know you trying to be no teacher. Tell me you don't teach about Moors. I can teach you about Moors if I want to, but it's not a big thing to me because somebody lied to y'all and told y'all them people were great. I don't see the greatness in them. All I see is a bunch of capping in Europe. Living in ancient castles that y'all didn't build. Living on ancient agriculture fields that y'all didn't build. Y'all just happen to take them. Taking all these goofy ass pictures and shit. But y'all did get the bloodline from Adama, the first original man. The brown man. The knowledgeable man. Because Berber means barbarous. Without culture. You get it? If Moors come from Berbers, Berber means barbarous, without culture. Y'all didn't have no agriculture like we did. We two different people. You can call the name, you can mix the names up, Murs and Moors and all that, all you want. Y'all are not the agriculture Paleo-Hebrew people. Simple. I don't care what you call the names. You can mix the name up in your speech all you want. Not the same. Without culture, automatically means without agriculture. Automatically. Ain't no way around it in ancient times. Now, if you think I'm bullshitting, y'all adopted our language and everything. Why they don't teach you about the Amazigh? Amazigh tribe of North Africa. Mixed with Phoenicians. Phoenicians are sea people. The Amazigh are not sea people. You see the difference? The Moors just were posted on the landmass. They weren't in the water. They weren't on no boats. The original Amazigh was not on boats. They just posted in Africa. Just some damn African niggas just hanging around. We pull up on boats and mix with y'all. Get y'all there together. Don't you ever think you can teach that shit to me. I went through history with a fine-tooth comb. So I'm going to give you history I'm going to give you facts over how I feel. Right? Amazigh Berber, North Africa, mixed with Phoenician settlers. We came and settled on y'all goddamn land in BC times. Then the Union came with the Punic culture, right? This is real history. Y'all niggas just talking shit. Y'all just on here talking shit. Cultural simulation. Right? Berber tribes outside of major cities remained largely autonomous and kept they're trying to say they kept their own culture and language, but they capping. They used the Phoenician alphabet. How the fuck they keep their own language? Phoenician alphabet likely influenced the creation of Berber script. Who taught y'all the language? We did. Cultural impact was intense on the coast, penetrate deeply into the interior. Berber kingdoms like Numidia and Mauritania, right? But the Amazigh, they remain mostly indigenous in genetics. Phoenician influence was often limited to urbanized elite and coastal trade networks. Now, most of y'all were still hunter-gatherers because y'all kept y'all indigenous African genetics, right? Y'all still was attacking the Phoenician people, but some of y'all mixed with Phoenicians. Y'all got the language and the culture, the ones on the water towns, Tyree, Sidon, shit like that, right? But that is where y'all started to do something, you know, after y'all meet these Phoenician people and mix with them. Berber chiefs negotiated trade with Phoenicians for wine and exotic goods, right? But at the time, ain't no move for that. This is Middle Eastern knowledge. This is North African, Middle Eastern knowledge. Ain't no move for that, right? I'm just telling you the history of where the Moors got information from and started to become in power on their land. But what you don't know is they ended up taking us out. Our Phoenician bloodline or Sidonian bloodline ended up getting took out in that area. So you are claiming something that actually killed your ancestors, pushed them off their land over time, took their trading routes, took where they lived, took their agriculture fields, took their ships, all type of stuff. See, you got to know that. Don't just think everybody the same, man. Them folks actually hurt your people over time. You get it now? Americans pull up on Africans. We trade with them. We teach them our culture. They use our languages and culture. After we intermarry with them, the babies come back and push out the original culture. Now it's just Berbers and Moors on the land. And they run it hard. But now we out their way. So now they run all the Eurasian people. I mean, all the Europe, Slavic people, they run all them people for years, hundreds of years. And when the Slavic people finally rise again, that's why they say the Moors had babies with them people, right? And when they rise again, they rise as the Roman Catholic Church. You get it? When they finally got their weight up, they became Greeks and Romans. And boy, they wasn't playing with anybody melanated. And they come with the Roman Catholic Church. Them people still run the world today. As they should if they have been suppressed. See, Empress Key, you're looking at it all wrong. You don't return evil for evil. Ain't no as they should. That ain't right. See, they teach our people to turn evil for evil. Nah, just because they handle them don't mean they handle us. But the point you're missing is, we came in peace. They took a peaceful teaching, turned it evil. That ain't got nothing to do with us. We brought it in peace. They took it in evil. They used it as evil against these other people. Then the other people returned evil back to them. But the covenant was broken when the Moorish people turned a nature's teaching of good into a pagan teaching of evil. That's when the world went bad. That's why things are the way they are today. I'm not going to sit here and say they done the right thing, or now one of them didn't do the right thing. Two wrongs don't make a goddamn right. Didn't your grandma teach you that? Roll the car. See, we got to go back to what grandma said. Two wrongs don't make a right. He hit you, you hit him back. Both of y'all ass wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. See, when you keep on making wrong and wrong and wrong, you end up in the wrong spot. See, we got to stop doing that. Nah, they did what they supposed to did. No, the fuck they didn't. I don't believe in that. Right? An eye for an eye teaching is religious. Right? That's Old Testament teachings. Eye for an eye. That's not us. We don't believe in knocking the first eye out. That's what we came from, peace and harmony in nature. Right? They started the eye for an eye. So now, what they did to them people turned the world cold. It turned the world evil. It turned the world selfish. And now kings are starving out their people, and because they got agriculture knowledge, and the kings and queens harvesting all the crops, keeping them in storage houses away from the indigenous people of the land, starving them out. Moors beating on the gates of the Roman Catholic Church trying to eat food. They starving now. See, they don't teach you that side of history. They don't teach you that. They didn't teach you the Moors begged for food from the Roman Catholic Church after they took them over. Outside the church gates, hungry than a motherfucker. Dying from starvation, they don't teach you that. They just teach you the Moors just black and proud from Europe. They don't teach you what happened to them over there. Crucified and starved out from ancient agriculture field that they ran for hundreds of years. Then the white folks get it. Now you can't eat a damn grape off the land. Now you're stealing. Cut his arm off. Where do you think that Islam get that shit from? He's stealing, cut his leg off. Where do you think that shit come from? That's a barbaric culture. I know y'all done saw them people over there stealing out the market, get their whole arm cut off. Our culture left crops in the field for everybody to eat. If your harvest didn't come in, you can come right to my crop field. I'm going to leave the last couple of rows out there for y'all. That's love. But over there, you get one of them oranges off that tree, they're going to cut your whole arm off. You see the difference in the cultures? So I got to explain it barbaric so you can understand it. We giving away food because nature going to feed us anyway. They killing over food because they ain't got none. They don't have a culture for that. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So when we speak of those barbaric cultures, you can't put that culture in with mine until we cross again in history. And that's with the Spanish. You get it? Our ancient culture did not have problems. The only barbaric people we ran across was Native Americans. Before colonization, the only barbaric people we fought on this land were Native Americans. Siberians coming from the Bering Strait, coming from North Iceland, coming from up north where the ice is, coming down here fucking with us. That's why we put up fortifications and corn walls and stuff like that for them. And then on top of that, some of them intertwined with our people because they wasn't, some of them hardy tribes of Mongolians were not violent people. Some of them were. I ain't gonna lie on all of them. Some of them sit right outside our camp and built their camp and learned from us. You get it? Some of them settled down in the area like, okay, these great people. We're gonna stay a mile up the street, but we're gonna learn their culture and try to survive like them. And they learned from us. The feather comes from Ma'at, not Native American teachings. That's what you must understand is balance and harmony in nature with the feather. They started wearing the feather because we wore the feather. Do you get it now? Some of them attacked us and we fought wars on the land. At our mound sites and different archaeological sites. Some of them just sit there and learn from us. You get it? So all Native Americans wasn't bad. They just came over here and saw a flourishing culture, and some of them were smart enough to know, let me learn from these people. I just left the ice with no culture. Now I see this beautiful culture with these beautiful people. I'm gonna sit back and watch and learn, and we ain't gonna attack them. Our people were in tune with nature, so we wasn't trying to hurt them no way. Only reason we fought because we was attacked. We didn't have to fight before barbarism came around us. That's what made us easily taken over by governments, because all the way up to the 1400s, we still was living in nature. We didn't see no armies and cannonballs and guns and all that old fighting and evil. We fought a little bit at the Mound with the natives, but we did not see mass armies on the land. We believed people were good of nature. Come to find out they were not of nature. They were barbarous Berber cultures. And they took our land with evil tactics. Let me give y'all an example before I get out of here. If two thieves are hanging together, if two thieves are in it with each other, they watching each other. You know why? Because both of them gonna steal something. Both of them evil. Both of them are trying to be slick. But if two virtuous people are together, they don't even watch each other. They don't even pay attention to each other. They know you're not finna steal. I can leave my food out or whatever, they're not going to touch it. There's plenty of food for everybody. But if it's not enough food for everybody, then you got two barbarous cultures. They always going to be at war. They fighting. Why you think Palestine and Iran still fighting today? Barbarism got them fighting. If that's the case, Mississippi supposed to be fighting Alabama. But we not. You know why? It's not in our DNA. It's not our culture to fight each other. Their culture is to fight. So now, these are the great people on the planet, the ones that don't fight in real history. These are the barbarous cultures that's fighting all the time. So why are the people in Israel, the so-called Holy Land, steady fighting each other if y'all are the God's chosen people? Y'all are not. Our people built Israel in peace from the mound of spring of our culture. Then y'all took it over and started fighting over it like it was y'all's. Do you understand what's going on? Our people had a covenant with nature to teach everybody how to survive in nature. But we were nice people, giving people. Columbus said, these people so nice, we can just enslave them right here on their own land. Columbus said, these people so nice and so giving, we just can take them over right here. Because he was evil. He is looking at the niceness of a people as if I can get over on them. Because he come from a barbarous culture. You see the difference? Instead of being like, man, let me live in peace with these beautiful people. He like, no, we can take these niggas over. Send that back to the queen. These niggas nice, they giving away fruit and boats and send that back to Queen, whatever her name is, Ferdinand, whatever the fuck her name. Listen, see, evil people gonna take and take and take and take until they just want to take everything. See, that's just like real life today. You give people, you let people just use you and take and take and take and take and take. They're gonna keep on taking. They're not gonna never give nothing back. They just keep taking. That's the evil in their heart. They turned out people like them. How you just gonna keep taking and taking and taking and asking and taking and don't never return nothing back to that original people? They turned our people evil like theirs. Now we want to use people and use stuff and get over on stuff, and that ain't our culture, bro. Somebody help me, I want to come back and help them when I'm able to help them. Somebody feed me, I want to come back and feed them when I'm able to feed them. Somebody come give me a ride and I gave a ride when they didn't have a ride. That's our culture. But we don't care nothing about that shit no more. We want to be like Columbus now. I'm just going to take and take and take and take till their ass ain't got nothing no more. Then treat them like they trash after we take everything from them. Look at a people's spirit and heart and what they do, bro. They show you who they are. If they keep taking and taking and taking, they're not for you, bro. These cultures took and took and took from us. We don't have no land no more, no rivers, no lakes, no farms. We ain't got no houses outside the inner city. We lost billions of dollars worth of farmland in America. They took and took and took and took and took because they are greedy. They moved our people out of the Southeast, gave white people land patents for our land. Them people spun the wheel of a lottery wheel and just gave away 100 acres. Put your name up there, hunter-gatherer. Y'all the Anderson family, put your name in the board. Andersons, 100 cornfields over there in the Choctaw area. Here you go to the land patent, Andersons. Sign here. Spin it again. Vanderbilts. Y'all get 300 acres of Chickasaw land in Tennessee. Sign a land patent. You think a land patent gonna help you. They giving away your land and land patents for you got a land patent in the West. Spin the damn land wheel. Spin the homestead wheel. What y'all think that shit is? Now when they give away all your land, they come to you with 2 acres of a desert. Here you go, Indigenous. Here you go, freedmen. Here you go, Choctaw freedmen, but you were an African, but now you're a Choctaw freedman. This shit don't even make no sense. You was African at first, now you're a Choctaw freedman. Oh, here you go, use some land. Go on up there to Oklahoma. Get to Utah. I thought I was an African. Now I'm a Choctaw freedman with a land patent. I was a Choctaw the whole damn time. How did my status change from African to Choctaw? These white people tell y'all motherfuckers anything. How the fuck you come off a boat, an African, slavery in, now you a Chickasaw freedman? That's the stupidest shit I've heard in my life. If I was an African off the slave boat, when slavery ended, I'm still a damn African, right? I'm not even promised no land. I'm an immigrant. So y'all turned the African slave into an Indian freedman immigrant with land. This shit's so stupid, bro. This is what these hunter-gatherers tell you to be true. And niggas is teaching this shit like it's true. Them fake-ass Indians gave away your people land, then they gave you a land patent of nowhere in the middle of the damn woods. Not the woods, the desert. Sarah Rector got a land patent in Oklahoma from getting moved off her ancestral land. Then oil pop up on the land. Now she rich. How you think she got that land? That ain't where Sarah Rector was from. Sarah Rector got moved up there and just happened to strike oil just happened to strike oil. Just, she could hear it. She knew it was there. You get it? That wasn't her ancestral land. That was a land patent. They got her up to Oklahoma with the oil. That's why the federal government tried to take the land patent back from her after they found out oil was on the land. And she fought for it. They moved Sarah Rector them out of Alabama somewhere. Their ancestral land was already gone, big dog. You get it now? So the land patent is not your friend. She happened to strike oil and it's good, but that was not her original land. So when we go back and find land patents, they all are land that they moved our ancestors to. Not the land your ancestors cultivated, the one they moved them to. It's still paper genocide because it's not taking you back to your ancestry. Still paper genocide, people. Anything tricking you from what your ancestors done is paper genocide. Because you might go to your ancestors' real land and mounds all over it. You might find your ancestors' real land in the South, mounds all over it. You like, whoa. This where my people come from? Mounds aligned with stars? No, they sent your ass to Oklahoma with the dirt. You think you're just a dirt ass culture. How you think your people even get to Tulsa? How you think your people got to Tulsa? Moved out of there. They named Tulsa after Tula. Tola. Trail of Tears. Why would you move an African people off their ancestral land? It don't make no damn sense. Y'all move the real Indians off their land. And we still built it up off agriculture. How you think Black Wall Street people got rich? Off agriculture. They put us in a desert and we still rolled the motherfucking corn and still came up. Took the agriculture money and built the whole city of Tulsa. Took us 90 years to do it. From nothing to everything in 90 years. We God's chosen people. You put some hunter-gatherers in a desert for 90 years, you're going to come back, all of them going to be dead. That's what separates us from Africans. Them Africans wouldn't have built no city like that. Is y'all crazy? Them nature's people, them God, them the jewels of God, them God's chosen people. Coming from Greenwood, the Delta, Mississippi, and Alabama, and Louisiana, and Georgia, and Tennessee. Them God's chosen people. You don't even know it. You done exiled God's chosen people to Oklahoma, and they built it up more beautiful than your city. In 90 years from nothing. So you must understand who God's chosen people is. Religion told y'all, as long as you follow God's commandments, you God's chosen people. That's a damn lie. God's chosen people are people that's connected to nature. And I don't care who don't like it, what religion you come from. The closer you get to nature, the closer you get to the Creator. Ain't no way around that. You can scream whatever you want to scream. If you are not of nature, you ain't God's chosen people. It's just this simple. Roll the corn. You want to do all these hunter-gatherer activities and then claim you God. No, it don't work like that. You supposed to be intertwined with your husband and wife and your children. Nature's, they supposed to be living off nature, harmony in nature. They don't supposed to do nothing outside of nature. When they do something outside of nature, that's when shit fail. You're not gonna run around here and date 100 men back to back to back, and that ain't of nature. I'm not gonna run around here and date no 100 women and have relations with all of them. That's not of nature. That's why shit is failing over here. They got us out here living like them. That ain't of nature. Roll the coin. We got to get back to nature's teachings. Who treated you well and respected you and had your back? That's the end of that. We supposed to go on. We supposed to lock in and do our thing. That's nature. But now, whoever paying the most money and paying for the most bills and paying for this and that, that took over nature. That took over the natural helpmate of people. You gonna substitute money with love? You can't do it. Because when the lust run out, the money gone. Love don't run out. Lust run out. But if you are people of nature, you would understand that. So now, they taking our people away from our nature. Fucking us up. Got us living these hard lives because we didn't go along with what nature supposed to gave us a long time ago. Got us all alone and we didn't go along with nature when it's supposed to went the right way. We outthunk ourselves. We just sitting around thinking, just outthinking nature. You can't outthink nature. Try to outthink nature, outsmart nature, you're going to end up in a bad situation. Let me ask y'all a question before I get out of here. Have you ever knew something that felt right and then you overthought it and then you messed the nature of it, you messed the flow up, now everything went bad after that? Has that ever happened to y'all? Yes or no in the chat. It was flowing perfectly. Nature was putting it together. It was perfect. Did somebody get to overthinking? Somebody get to trying to outsmart somebody. Somebody started trying to get slick. Somebody tried to go for the grass of green on the other side. Then years go by, you like, it all fell apart because they went against the nature of it. It was just so easy and magnet, it was just there. Then nature, you go against the nature of it and it all falls apart. Now you're trying to patch it up with bullshit. Them people had money, that's why I wanted them. But them people left your ass in a week. They ain't never cared nothing about you. The nature, the love of the nature of the love wasn't there. The care wasn't there. But you went for that. That's what's happening from ancient times all the way up to now, people. When they trick you with this shit that ain't of nature, we lose every time. Got our people out here with all this rainbow shit. We losing. That's not of nature. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to be the LG. I ain't trying to do all that. But that's not of nature. That's their culture pushed on us. You get it? Somebody had your back to the death. Somebody trick you with some other stuff, some worldly stuff. Now, you over there and they treating you bad. That's not of nature. It just evil will reel you in, people. Evil reel you in with what they know you want. See, ain't no real devil. Devil is the confusion and deception of using people's insecurities to reel them in. That is the real devil. It's in the soul of man. So if man is sitting back and he got a devilish intent, he is looking for insecurities in the person he wants to reel in. This is what hunter-gatherers and all the other barbarous cultures done. They look for the insecurities in the people or whoever they trying to reel in to get what they want out of them. Because 9 times out of 10, the devil want flesh. I'm going to say that again. The devil want flesh from everybody he can get it from. Y'all know what I mean. So they reel you in with your insecurities. They ain't got no money. You come with the bankroll. Because this don't mean nothing to the devil. He got plenty of this. Because he done whatever it took to get it. You understand that? You don't have a lot of this because you done the right thing to get it. But the people who got a lot of this done the wrong thing to get it. It might look smooth today, but at one point in time, it was all devil's work to get this. Now, if I got plenty of this because I went hard and no matter, I don't tell them what I done to get it, and I pass it out to people who need it to reel them in, that's the devil's work, people. He is using a tool to reel you in off a need or insecurity. He's not doing this because he cares. He's doing this because this is what draws your attention. So he throw it on the hook. Reel it on back in and see if somebody gonna bite. Now, if you bite, you're dancing with the devil. Roll the coin. Somebody always lead a conversation off with money or trips or material things. That is the devil reeling you in. He trying to get you over there to do that. Or she trying to get you over there to do that. That is a reel in. You don't see it? Let me throw that out there and see if the bad's gonna catch it. Oh, they caught it. Oh, shit, I got it. I got them now. Reel your ass on into the boat, throw you right in the cooler. See, you lost now. You already bit the lick. That's what the devil do. Now, righteous man does it because he cares. He might not even have it, but he done it because he cares. He's not trying to reel you in. He just trying to do what he can for somebody he care about and love. He might not even have nothing but $100, but he spent 72 of them on your food. That's love. The evil man, if he would have had $100, he not spending 72 on your plate. But if he got plenty of it, he'll do it because it's just his real end move. It's two different type of people on this planet. Now, our ancient culture come from the true care people. Now, if you use stuff, the world turned a certain type of way for people to treat people like that, right? So it comes up in your upbringing. But 9 times out of 10, a different culture already using debate. So African culture using debate from the door. What do Africans do? I got a lot of women in the chat. What Africans do from the start? Put it in the chat. What they coming with from the start? Put it in the chat. I'm talking to the women. What do Africans do from the start when they try to holler at one of y'all time married women? What they gonna do? Money. Trick, offer money gifts. What else you got? Come on. Get in the chat. They say they got money. Money and tricks. Money and titles. Present money. Look at Sin. Love. See what I'm saying? You get it now? That's all they got to. They don't have no conversation for you. They ain't got no love, no care. They just see your body. They just see you beautiful. And here come the money. What's her name? Sin. Come here, baby. Look at here, baby. I got the hundreds, baby. I got the money, baby. Look at my fake Maybach outside. Look, it's just an S550, but I'm going to put the Maybach symbols on it to make it look like a Maybach. Look, I got the hundreds. Come on, let's go shopping. Come on, my beautiful Georgia princess, Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama princess. Come on, let's go shopping. Abdullah has the money. Come on, my beautiful American princess. That's the devil reeling you in. He like this. That nigga done work hard all week to try to reel you in. Got my check, I'm finna reel in. Then you like, I don't even like this damn African, but I'm gonna go on out there and go get some food. Fuck it. I know what be going on. Listen, that is the devil. Now, Tamari men starting to do this shit now. I know folks worked in all type of field, made a lot of money. They just trying to reel people in with money. They're not finna marry you. They're not finna do nothing for you. They're not finna do nothing. They finna reel you in. They're not even asking to marry you. They just reeling you in every time they can get you. They wasting your time, bro. Fall for the okie dokie. So, this is how we got to look at this stuff. People would not have good intent or just trying to bait you in. This is what YT people do. You get all this, let's say Truth Now start rapping. I get all these fans rapping. Now y'all want to put the pagan imagery on me. Y'all want to make me bite the money. Make me take the money and forget about my people. It's still reeling you in. They already got the money and the fame. Fame is a barbarous culture. That's how fame is, a barbarous culture. Fame is not, because once you get into that Hollywood culture, you automatically in a barbarous culture. Everybody having relations. Everybody paying for this. All these rituals and worship of pagan people. You already in their field, right? This is what they do. They get you on video doing some stuff that's not of nature, and they blackmail your ass until you fall out dead. What you think Epstein was doing? What you think P. Diddy was doing? Cameras everywhere. You done something out of nature, it's on camera. They let you know it's on camera. Now you must confide in what they want you to do. Or they're going to put this shit out on TikTok. And boy, when they hit TikTok, 40 million views, your career is done. That's how they reel you in. So, now you got to look at the real end game. Who are these people spiritually? Will they pull up and do something and help me for nothing? That's what you got to look at. We got to get back to that culture, because that's our culture. We just helping anyway. We don't want nothing. That African wants something. Yeah, he want it. But the white people want something. They want some money. You know, they want your money. They don't want your friendship and respect. They want your money. The Arabs want something from you in the hood at the gas station. They want your business. The Korean and Chinese want something. They want to sell their wigs to you. They watching us. These people know we are God's chosen people, and everything we do, they duplicate it real fast and sell it right back to us. I watched my sister. She was talking about, this is when I knew these people were watching us. My sister was talking about some type of cap that go on under a wig. I can't explain, it's some girl stuff. But she was talking about it would be great if somebody invent like a cap that go on under the wig, that go along with the wig, some shit she was talking about. Bro, the Asian people had it on the internet in 2 days, bro. My sister was like, I just was talking about this. These people already made it and got it for sale. Them motherfucker watching us. Whatever we get on the internet and say that we need or we trying to do, them people go remake it right back on the market. They don't do that to no other culture but us. So that lets you know how powerful your thoughts. There's some of this stuff we got to keep to ourselves and start making it and start businesses with this stuff. We know what our people want and need. But them people watch us and get it out of us, and they come right back and make it and make trillions. Ain't no money in the hood, but the Arab got a Maybach parked behind a hood grocery store, a hood-ass gas station in the middle of nowhere, but ain't no money in the hood. This man got brand new 2027 trucks, Maybachs and Lexus trucks and mansions, but ain't no money in the hood. But he pulling up in a $150,000 car in the hood. Oh, it's money in the hood. Our hood ain't like an African hood. Our hood is not like an African hood. Our hood is not like a Middle Eastern ghetto. The ghetto in the Middle East in Israel is not the ghetto in Atlanta. No, the ghetto in Atlanta got a bankroll off the land, people. And they know that. That same store at the gas station in the hood, you put that motherfucker in the Middle East, and it's not gonna make nothing. You put it in China, the wig store in China, it's not gonna make nothing. You put the African braid shop in Africa, it's not gonna make nothing. Oh, they're charging to do braids? My mother does braids. We're not paying for that. These businesses are succeeding from our culture, spending money with them. And y'all act like we owe y'all something. It's all messed up, bro. This is the promised land. This is the only land you can come and whatever business you doing from your country can bring it over here and be a millionaire and you was dirt poor over there. It's the only place in the world you can do that, bro. Whenever y'all get through talking, it's the only place. So common sense is telling you this is the promised land right here. They say it's an American dream over here. Ain't no African dream. Ain't no European dream. What's the European dream? Somebody tell me what's the African dream. Y'all ever heard it? What is the South African dream? What is the dream of Italy? What's the dream of Scotland? Somebody tell me the dreams over there. What's the American dream? The American dream is an immigrant's dream. It's an immigrant's dream, not our dream. We didn't dream of paying no goddamn $5,000 for bills a month. That ain't our dream. The American dream is an immigrant's dream. Mortgage, brand new car, a little bit of grass outside, good jobs, paying my bills and with credit, and I do that to get away from this dirt hut in Africa. I do that to get away from this filthy city in Europe. My American dream is to go over there and live. I don't care who I gotta pay to get away from this filth. That's the American dream. To a normal immigrant, that is the American dream. I will go over there and work at a gas station for 24 hours straight than live over here in Iran, in Iraq. I will run the gas station Monday through Saturday without no sleep before I stay over here. I'm laughing, but this shit is real. Before they keep dropping these bombs on my street, I'm gonna go to Alabama and run a gas station and go fuck with God chosen people, bro. They talking shit and cussing and acting a fool, but boy, they dropping bombs on my town over here in Iraq. I could dodge them little choppers over there in America. We got choppers anyway. That's cool. Boy, over here they cutting your whole arm off and stealing a 9 later. That's the American dream for immigrants. We around here thinking that's our dream too. Ain't our dream to pay out everything we made? No, that's an immigrant's dream. That's not ours. They'll take that trade for that. We won't. Our dream is to live on our real dream is to live on our ancestors' land and cultivate it just like they already put it together for us. Made our lives easy. The land already bought, the houses there, the crops there, the river there, the peace there, the serenity, the quietness. Ain't no, you get it? Your ancestors were passing down a paradise to live on to make it easier for their descendants. That is a Timeri dream because we are from here. Their dream is to come here because they're not from here and just happen to survive and live better than what they was living over there. You get it? Now, I know a couple of people who got their ancestral lands passed down to them on $1 million farms with beautiful rivers, houses, cattle, horses, already passed down to them. They walk right into a beautiful life, I promise you. They get up, eat breakfast, feed the cows and the chickens and the horses, check the crop fields, and do whatever else they want to do for the day. They go fishing, fry the fish right there. These people got small ponds of shrimp and catfish ponds, and they can eat whatever they want. They not worried about nothing. That's the indigenous dream. So YT people took your indigenous dream and turned it into theirs. Now they have a culture. Because they weren't living like that in Europe. They didn't get up and raise no crops and cattle in Europe. They'll bust your head in the 1400s for some cows. Just like I Show Speed went to Africa. And the African king told I Show Speed, if you give me 10 cows, you can keep my whole daughter. Did y'all see that? Y'all think this shit a joke? That man showed I Show Speed, if you buy me 10 cows, I'm going to be the richest man in the village. Go to YouTube and watch it. He was dead serious. You can marry my daughter right now for 10 cows. Them people will sell their own daughter for 10 cows. That culture is different, people. A nigga bring you 10 cows for your... Imagine you go to the door and a nigga got 10 cows in your driveway talking, I want to marry your daughter. You gonna cock the chopper. Well, if you don't get your ass out my yard, boy, you might bust one off. In America, boy, what the, you take 10 cows in Africa for one of them beautiful Africans, her daddy gonna give her to you. See, these people know this shit. They not us. He don't even care about his daughter well-being because he finna be the richest man in the village. With 10 cows. Do you see the abundance and the non-abundance of the difference of the cultures? If a nigga come to my door with 10 cows for truth now, daughter, I'm cocking the yacht, man. But what is you talking about? You don't get them damn cows and go put them back on the pasture. What did you? We different. You really playing with my intelligence. You see the difference, bro. We not Africans. Cows are abundant to us. We can go right to the country in anybody's yard and buy cows right now. They can't. I could buy a longhorn bull right now. They can't. And you know why they still use them cows today? They still plowing the field and they using them for milk. Primitive culture. That's what the first Egyptians and the first Sumerians were trying to show these hunter-gatherers. That's why the cow was praised in ancient culture. The bull praised in ancient culture for plowing the field for us to eat. They just now trying to get cows in 2026. But you trying to tell us we come from Africa. We took that knowledge over there. The bull is revered in Sumerian and in the first Egyptian cultures, even in American Indian culture. The bull is the bull what plowed the field. He's a part of agriculture teachings. We cannot humanly possible plow 10 acres by ourselves. The bull can. We knew that. That's why this is the first thing in Paleo-Hebrew. The beginning. The bull and the plow. You get it? Africans still selling their children for bulls right now today. And you trying to tell us that where we from. Is you crazy? You got to look at the way the world is and understand the truth of the matter. That's what I'm trying to say, Derek. They are just now doing that and they supposedly be they're not the first people. The copper color man is the first people. Facts. Then you get them dark Africans. Facts. Then you get them other cultures. Mongolians and all them old hardy, all that old shit. Then you get all of that on the back end. Let me get out of here, man. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. I hope y'all learned something today. I just want y'all to look at this thing a totally different type of way. Look at it as if some people are not abundant in certain things, and I'm not trying to be funny, but the landmass where they are from did not take care of them because the landmass was not made for that type of culture. So when different people for the new culture turn their arid landmass into a beautiful scene, those people were remembered in the history over there. Sumerians. They're agriculture people. They're not evil. The first Egyptians are agriculture people. That's not evil. They want us to think they are evil. They want us to teach the teachings of Enlil and Enki of star alignments for agriculture is evil. It's not. If you love plants and animals, you damn sure love your people. If you love plants and animals, you damn sure love your bloodline of people. That's a fact. So it just is what it is. That's why it's documented. The names of tribes, the names of ancestors, the names of people that had something to do. That's why it's all documented. Canaan is an ancestor. Adam is an ancestor. Noah is an ancestor. You get it? Enoch is an ancestor. You show love to your people. That's why every book in the Bible named after one of our ancestors. The book of Genesis is talking about Joseph and Isaac. It's talking about your ancestors. They ain't talking about no white people. They ain't talking about no damn Native American. It's talking about them people who brought this, the bloodline of these people brought this knowledge to that land. And they want you to think that the bloodline come from over there, but it really came from over here. Noah came on water. The ancestors before Noah come from the ancestral land. Roll the corn. Groovy D, I'm sorry. I don't put this on YouTube, Groovy D. It's going on YouTube, so you can go back and get it. You can go back and get it. Y'all be safe, man. Have a great day. Love y'all, and I'm in love with you, man. Hope y'all learned something. If you missed the live, go to my YouTube and go back over it. All the receipts going to be back on there. Subscribe to my YouTube, link in my bio. I appreciate y'all who cash at me. Somebody cash at me a couple times. I appreciate y'all. I don't want nothing, but, you know, it is what it is. I appreciate y'all. It just take a lot of, you know, a lot of research, but somebody got to do it the right way. That's my cash out. We know the truth now. Tomorrow I'm taking orders for hoodies. Like I say, my book coming out, and I think I missed a couple people on the hoodies, but I'm gonna send all that stuff together. Autograph book, because that book coming out real soon with the t-shirts and hoodies. So I ain't forgot about nobody. Y'all stick with me. We're gonna get everything together. Khalil at the gun, roll the corn. Be safe. We know the truth now.